5 months ago, I made a pretty outrageous decision to buy a neglected 70-foot Broward motor yacht.
You guys probably think I am absolutely nuts.
Many had their doubts, but I knew that I could bring this old beast back to life. At least enough to attempt my most epic adventure yet, that is. If you've been around for the last few months, you've watched me do exactly that. And now the time has come to hop aboard, fire up these old Detroits, and head south from Maine to warmer waters, where the adventure will only continue. So hit that subscribe button and grab your popcorn, because we are about to battle the cold, rough seas of the Northeast on a mechanical dinosaur, keeping her systems operating 1 mile at a time. Alright guys, so I got a bunch of emails from people along the lines of, are you alive? What's going on? How's the trip going? Well, for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you've pretty much seen my trip progress sort of live. I've been posting Instagram stories of the trip, so if you want to stay up to date with the latest and the greatest, check me out on Instagram, Into Deep Boating. You can also follow my personal Instagram, Into Deep Bro. I'll be posting a quick Q&A on the boating Instagram the same day that this video gets uploaded. So you can go over there and see some of the big questions that I've seen in the comments get answered, the anodes, and some other stuff. Before we get right into it, I'd like to take a moment to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Factor. Factor takes the stress out of meal planning and sets you up for success. If you're a busy person like me, you can skip the grocery store, skip the prep work, and get right into a delicious, hearty meal delivered right to your door. Skip the overpriced takeout trap. Factor is quicker, cheaper, and way more delicious. Choose from a weekly menu of 35 options, including popular options like Protein Plus, Keto, Calorie Smart, and Vegan. When things get hectic, Factor is flexible. Change your order up with plans from 4 to 18 meals per week. You can also pause or reschedule your deliveries anytime. Factor also offers Gourmet Plus meals as a part of your weekly option, which means you can get a little gourmet with your meal plan whenever you're craving something special. You'll get a premium produce like broccoli to complement your protein. Factor makes a lot of sense for someone like me because I am always on the go. Factor makes it so easy for me to eat affordably and quickly. It's as easy as this. Pop it out. This is the loaded bacon, spinach, and shredded chicken. Vent the film a couple times, and then just throw it in the microwave for 2 minutes. While this is cooking in the microwave, I'd also like to mention that if you're not into microwave cooking, you can also throw this in the oven. Just follow the instructions on the back of every Factor meal. Factor's team of gourmet chefs creates every meal using only ingredients with integrity to help you feel your best all day long. And just like that, Factor meal is done. That's a damn good meal. Factor has so many nutritious options that keep my fridge fully stocked, like smoothies and juices that are just perfect for snacking. To try Factor for yourself, go to factor75.com or use the link below. And to get 50% off and free shipping on your first order, use code 50INTODEEP. That's 50% off and free shipping. Thank you to Factor for sponsoring today's video and for keeping my stomach full and happy. Now let's get right into the action. All right. Right now it is Thursday, the 7th of November, and it is quite the exciting day today. Very interesting and amazing developments have happened since the last time I've even picked this camera up, because I've been very busy trying to get ready to go here. I'm gonna go bring you up to the flybridge and I'm gonna show you exactly what I've done to this boat since I last saw you. But the moral of the story is we're leaving today. We have a special guest that you guys are gonna recognize, but before, actually 2 special guests and a third joining later in the trip. So I put a whole new garment system in the boat. I've got a 12-inch plotter down here. I've got wind, which right now the wind's actually kind of cranking. And we're going offshore. But check this out. Up on the fly bridge, we have all the goodies. I've got a 9-inch touchscreen Garmin up here. I've got my jet ski right here. I'm gonna put the crane away. Maine state flag. Then I've got my new inflatable. She's a little beat up, but she's a quality freaking unit. So this thing has all of the toys ready to go. Inflatable. She's a 12-foot AB with a 25 horse Yami. And then there's even enough room to walk around the back of this. And then I got the jet ski, we got the boat, I got the new Garmin radar, I got the Starlink, I got the wind instrument, I've got a GPS heading sensor, new antenna on this side. This is like going to be freaking insane. And the cool part is that who I've got for crew. So, oh, did I just rip a button out of this? No. All right, so back down. The boat has gotten a lot more cleaned up over the last couple days, but it's still a little dirty. And we just went grocery shopping, getting ready for the big trip. I still have stuff everywhere, and this and that and the other things. I got new fenders, I got a new coffee maker, new toaster. Look, there's a lot going on right now. But in case you don't know, I'm leaving Portland, Maine on my boat today, inbound for Florida and ultimately the Bahamas. And we've got some special guests. Are you ready for this? Cam is back!
I'm back, baby. Ready to rip.
My dad's here too.
Alright, yeah.
But he's not coming on the trip with us. But Cam is back. We're stoked. Round 2.
Yep, I'm excited. I'm ready to rip.
And we have another special guest, but he's not here yet. And I don't know how ecstatic his entrance to the camera will be, but you'll find out about who else is coming shortly here. But for now, I've got to go clean up the shop up there because I'm taking off and I need to clean up all my messes before I leave and finish cleaning up the inside of the boat. It's pretty much there. And then I'm ready to go. What do you think, Dad?
I think, yeah, so much, you got so much done in like, even in like the last 24 hours since I've been here. There's just been so much done. It's just mind spinning.
Work. And now I am ready for some traveling. We're gonna put this thing to work, to the test, and see if she can perform for us. What do you think, Cam?
I think she's gonna perform, honestly. I'm excited. You hear these bad boys run? They run great. It's phenomenal.
Hell yeah. All right. So I'm gonna get back to it, finish up, and then we'll have our grand departure here, hopefully in an hour and a half, 2 hours. Hopefully it's not too windy offshore. I don't know. It's kind of windy, but we'll be back. All right, so it's late in the day.
Yeah, it's like a commercial fishing trip is what this is. We leave at night.
And I would like to introduce the special guest of the trip. Kip is coming along. Yeah. Hell yeah. Here he is. It took some begging. my dad's not, unfortunately, but he's gonna sail us off. And right now it is, what time is it? 5?
4:40.
It's 4:40 p.m. It's getting dark and it's windy. But if we don't leave now, then there's no way we'll make it to the Cape Cod Canal before the weather rolls in, and I won't be able to hit the deadline of being in Florida for Thanksgiving. So we have to leave. Cam's ready, Kip's ready, and we're going.
All right, we're ready.
We're ready. Hold on, let me, I got a couple more things to do. Strap the dinghy down and then we're good. 5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Well, I can't fly the drone because it's way too windy, but we're taking off right now. Kind of nerve-wracking, but it's happening. Cam, we are ready to rip.
Aye, Cap.
Off we go. See you, Dad. Wish us luck.
Thanks. See you 2 weeks. Fairly well.
There goes Cam. I wish I could get the epic montage of us leaving Portland, but for me to fly the drone right now, guaranteed death sentence. We're off! Off we go.
And there they go. Fairly well, smooth sailing on the way down to Florida.
And we are underway for the 2024 to 2025 Florida trip on the Broward. She has come quite a ways since I bought this boat 3 months ago. Holy crap. And now she's going to Florida. I can't even believe it. Kip's with us. Cam's back on board. This is literally going to be the best trip. They've gotten better every year with the exception of last year. And this year, it's just gonna be smooth frickin' sailing, I bet. Small craft advisory offshore, 20 knots out of the north. We'll turn the stabilizers on and hopefully we just have a comfortable ride to Situate tonight. I think that's the tentative plan, Situate tonight. It's 90 miles, it's 5 o'clock, that'll get us there at 3 in the morning, and that'll get us past the point of the crazy seas tomorrow over here. As long as we're in Buzzards Bay, we're gonna be all set. So, all right, well, I'll let you guys enjoy the nice Insta360 of us leaving Portland, Maine, 2024 Florida trip. Tag along for an absolutely epic adventure this winter. It's gonna be ridiculous. All right, so it is already dark and we're not even out of Portland yet, but stabilizers are on, doing their thing, and we're making pretty solid way, doing 12 knots at 1300 RPM. Probably an outgoing tide helping us out a little bit, and everything's awesome. Boat's running good so far, although we've only gone about 2 miles, and all is good. So we're gonna keep making way here and shall report back in a bit with our progress. Wind's behind us, so according to my window meter, we got 4.7 knots of wind. And we're cruising, so.
Security, City of Portland.
All right, Cam. We're underway. We're headed south. We're doing it. How you feeling? What do you think?
I'm excited. It took us a little bit longer than expected to get out of the marina, but I'm definitely ready to get going and hopefully make it to what, Situate today?
Yeah, plan is Situate. We're gonna cruise and we'll get her done.
I think this boat is 10 times more stable than the Hatteras was.
Oh, absolutely.
This thing, the stabilizers on this thing are crazy.
Definitely.
So nice already.
You know,
All right, I got, Kip's right there.
At fucking 25 knots in the Viking.
Really?
Yeah.
Woo!
25 knots. We could do freaking 32.
All right, Kip, your thoughts on the trip?
Yeah, we'll see. You know, I love leaving last minute in a rush.
All right, so we've only made it, I'd say, about 10 miles, but I'm gonna do my first of a series of engine checks, especially since we're just starting out. The first thing that I noticed is that I just changed the transmission oil and I think the ball valves are leaking ever so slightly. So I'm gonna put my ear protection on. We're gonna go take a look. That thing's leaking a little bit, and I need to crimp an end on the temp sensor wire, and the valves look okay. It doesn't look like they're losing much oil, so all good. I'm gonna do that wire now. We are about 90 miles north of the Cape Cod Canal right now, night number 1, and the current in the Cape Cod Canal is going to be perfect at like 4 in the morning, and that's exactly when we'd be arriving there. We're doing 10.5 knots right now. So, here's the plan. Cam's gonna run, I'm gonna get a little sleep, we're in open ocean. The only thing to hit is crab pots. He has a very good understanding of how to use the radar and all that stuff, so he's set on the helm. I mean, he drove the Hatteras last year quite a bit. So, I told Kip that he's on vacation right now. Me and Cam are running the boat. Kip's watching the news live on the TV via Starlink out in the ocean, hanging out. I just turned the heat on, so now it's warm in here. And what I'm gonna do is cook us some dinner. So tonight on the dinner, we've got some Costco garlic chicken stir fry. And it looks delicious. I'm gonna cook it up. The ingredients are actually pretty good too. So let's get her going. It is really hard to believe that we are underway in the ocean right now. Can't see out the window, but we are literally underway, as you can see. I guess that's gonna be the Broward's reference point, is the light. This boat is so comfortable with the stabilizers, it's insane. It's literally insane. It's not that loud either. I'm curious to how the noise sounds in the camera compared to the Hatteras, but I remember being in the galley of the Hatteras, and on camera it was really loud. This is not that loud. It might sound loud in the camera, but stir fry, I'm gonna keep that covered up. And in the meantime, we got a couple snacks going on. All right, here's the dynamic on Motor Yacht Sincerity right now. Cam, sorry to blind you. It's all right. Cam's on the helm. Kip's vegging out, chilling, watching TV.
And you're changing a shit line.
Yeah,
I thought you were on vacation, guys.
As long as we're underway, it's still vacation. It's still vacation, as long as we're moving. And I, as Kip just said, am fixing Cam's head. So, you may remember, first of all, it's remarkably smooth back here for being... Oh, you want to see something really freaking cool, actually? Look at this. I am going to show you something so cool. Look at this. Right now I'm in the port side guest stateroom. Go take a peek outside. I just went out there and it is so beautiful. You probably can't see it in the camera, but the moon is way out there and it's setting right now. It looks awesome. I'm gonna turn the light on. So out on the bow, I'm gonna put these fishing rods down now. It is not as calm as I thought it was based on what the boat is moving like on the inside. It's actually kind of choppy. This thing is just eating them. This boat is a different ball game. Look at this. Annihilating. It is so cool.
Cold out there.
You cold?
Is the heat still on, Gus?
The heat's cranking.
Yeah. I see the lights flicker. I know the compressors still work.
Is it? Let me go check actually. I'm gonna go check on, we are having a little problem with the heat. I think my new relay went bad. Well, I thought it was that, but I think it's the time delay relay, the connection on the time delay relay. I need my ear protection. Hold on. Oh yeah, it's working. Everything's looking good. We're at set point. All right, Cam, what's our geographic location?
We should be. We're in the ocean, I guess.
We're in the ocean?
We're in the ocean.
Aw, shit.
We're still.
We're right off of Portsmouth. Right off Portsmouth, doing about 9.5 knots. It's choppy, so we slowed down, but the boat's eating it. Nothing on radar. I did notice that the Forono radar seems to be much more accurate than the new Garmin radar. Maybe because I placed a wind instrument right in front of it.
The world may never know.
Autopilot's holding spectacularly. All is mint. Alrighty, so right now we're cruising right along. We're coming up close to Rockport. The old Ipswich. We're gonna go up to Cam's still on the helm. Out it, hanging. We're gonna go up to the fly. We are literally just cruising right along. It's freaking awesome. It's definitely choppy out here, but the boat's just taking it. It's perfect. It's windy. Jet ski looks pretty secure. So here's the deal. It's midnight right now. I'm gonna try and get like 2 hours of sleep. Cam's on the helm, so that I can be up for like 1:32 to go through the Cape Cod Canal. It's freaking awesome. This is awesome. The boat's performing, and doing this is gonna get us out of the bad weather and just make the timeline way better. It's good. It's good. All right, so I just got about an hour of sleep. Pretty tired, but I'll wake up here. Right now we are 30 miles out of the Cape Cod Canal, so just cruising along. Just turned the lights on in the pilot house. It was nice and dark in here before. The seas have picked up substantially, but the stabilizers are doing a pretty amazing job at completely keeping the boat stable. It's insane. It's insane. Look at that. It's really hard to tell what's going on here, but a lot. The boat is all over the place. You can feel the currents. You can feel the waves grabbing the boat and the stabilizers fixing it. It's pretty impressive. I got the new coffee maker ripping. I got some coffee on the horizon. Got 17 knots of wind, apparent wind speed. We're doing about 10 knots. The weather's definitely picked up big time. So, we're getting out of here. Be in Buzzards Bay in well, I guess it's the morning now, but make it into Buzzards. I'll be tired today, but I'll get some good rest in the coming night. Wow, the wind just went up to 22 knots. I really like that I got the wind instrument. The depth is working good as well. It's 1:45 a.m. But yeah, all is good. Just pressing along here. Cranking. And the light shall arise soon. So it is 4:30 in the morning, and I'm approaching the Cape Cod Canal right now. I need to call the Cape Cod Canal on the radio to request clearance since we're 70 feet. And I want to do it for sure because they'll see me on AIS, and you could probably get in trouble if you don't call for clearance. So let's do that. Cape Cod Canal Traffic Control. Cape Cod Canal Traffic Control. This is Motor Yacht Sincerity, over.
Sincerity, Canal Control.
Canal Control, we are a 70-foot motor yacht looking for clearance.
Roger, Cap. Can I get your last port of call and your next port of call, please?
Coming from Portland, Maine, and heading for Port Washington, New York.
Roger. And what's the captain's last name and draft of the vessel?
Last name Eisenhandler, that's E-I-S-E-N, Handler, draft 5.5.
tonnage and the net tonnage of the vessel.
57 net tons, 67 gross tons, over.
Okay, good copy on all. It's requested that you contact Canal Patrol on 13 when you enter the east end breakwater. I'll check you in at that time.
Good copy, standing by channel 13. And that's that. Never done that before, that's pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna come through the canal and we'll go from there. I'm up on the fly because it's a pretty nice night out. And we're coming into the canal. It's awesome. I contacted Canal Patrol and we're good to go. There's Sandwich right there. I'll turn my light on, I'll see what it does. It's gonna blind me. Oh, you can kind of see. Driving from the fly. It's a little chilly, but I mean, we're cruising. But yeah, so I'm almost down at idle, doing 10 knots. Some sort of machinery over here. All is good. Late night. The plan is to go straight through, so we're gonna basically run all night. Someone will take over in the morning so I can get some sleep. Kip and Cam are both sleeping right now. And yeah, I mean, I'm not that tired right now, so I'm good to go for a while. There's the canal bridge. What's the name of that bridge again? Sagamore Bridge. Passing sailing vessel Gusto right over here. How we doing, Gusto? Beautiful evening in the canal. It is a little chilly. Definitely take for granted the heat inside there. It's pretty nice. Whew. Well, it got a little chilly up on the fly, so now I'm back at the helm. That's what we're doing on radar. You can see the canal pretty clearly. And then that's us in the canal. It's my old track. And then this is my view, minus the light. But my eyes are low light sensors. They can detect and see through the darkness. Well, the sun is coming out. We're in Hog Island Channel, exited the Cape Cod Canal. Well, apparently the canal doesn't end until buoys number 1 and 2 of the Hog Island Channel, but we're almost there to the official end of the canal. And in the meanwhile, I'm gonna set up a time lapse so you guys can watch the sunlight populate the sky over the next couple miles.
there that you latch that cap. I'll go ahead and check you out. Have a safe trip.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
That's our exit of the Cape Cod Canal. Cam just woke up. How we doing, Cam?
Very good. Those engines, sleeping with like the rocking in the engines, there's nothing better than that. I slept so good last night. It was incredible.
Hell
It
yeah.
was much needed.
Hell yeah. I was pretty tired earlier, but I'm doing good now.
I only got an hour. I'll sleep good tonight. Kip's still fast asleep. Wow. Yeah, we're just chilling, hanging out. It is absolutely beautiful out here. Boating in this boat's a different ball game, huh?
We just had waves that should have thrown us, and you don't feel them. It's really impressive how nice those stabilizers are.
That's nuts. Cruising. I got some coffee on the coffee maker. Oh yeah. She's pretty much done, I think. Oh. Nice.
Maybe we should do an engine room inspection. I haven't even gone down there. I'm gonna go do an engine room inspection.
I got this one.
Thing is that it is not smoky, it is not smelly, and it is not hot in that engine room. Something about the engine sucking so much air, they suck all the cold air in the vents. It's like this thing is a quality unit. I am thoroughly impressed with its performance and just how the lack of like smell in there. There's a lot going on and it doesn't smell like anything. Looks like there's only one little oil leak. That little oil leak down that oil line seeping. I'll replace those, not a big deal. Looks very easy to change too. So, all good. Have some coffee, make some breakfast. See what's for breakfast. All right. I am gonna do a quick little bagel, sardines, cream cheese, or more like bagel, cream cheese, sardines. Oh, she's ready.
Howdy. Today is Friday the 8th of November, but we're currently in my area of the ocean, the Rhode Island Sound. We are off the coast, actually right at the end of the Secundit. So we're getting pretty close to Narragansett Bay. Should be off our starboard, but we got this ship over here. They just called me over the AIS. They're about to get towed by a tugboat, so they made me change my course. But you know, it's a beautiful day out on the ocean. It really is. It doesn't get much prettier than this. There, you can see it right over the radar. I don't know if you can, but I'm flickering. But yeah, we're just cruising along. We have to go around. There's 2 more boats over here, and then once we're around those, we can change our heading to starboard and head into the Long Island Sound, which will be nice. And then there's a part called the Race. It's a small opening where the Long Island Sound gets shrunk down and the currents rip through it. So, you know, we're gonna have to go through all that. But we're gonna be passing Block Island on our port side here. Shortly, you can actually see the wind farms. I don't know if you can, but there's a wind farm over there, and then Block Island's right over there. So it's a nice day on the water, and you know, we'd be getting tossed around. Like I keep saying, these stabilizers, man, it's a absolute game changer when it comes to boating. I will never look at boating the same after using these things. It's pretty impressive. It hasn't been very long since I took that last little clip, but the seas have picked up quite a bit. We're seeing some serious water coming over. Not like a ton, but you know, a bit, enough for me to use the windshield wipers. Let's see if I can get a good one on here. Everything's kind of adjusting in.
Good thing those work.
Did I wake you?
No, he did wake me up.
But, yep, it's just getting some serious water over. But nothing this boat can't handle. So, but Block Island should be right over there. Can't really see much out of the windows right now, or at least this side. This windshield wiper doesn't. It works, but it's weird. It doesn't work like these ones do. These ones work pretty good, but yeah. Look at this. Look at all the water. This boat handles it freaking so good. It's awesome.
Shoo-wee! It's getting a little rough out there, Cam, huh?
Yes, it is.
I took a little nap.
Another hour of sleep. And the waves are picking up. So we are going to be coming through the Race in the Long Island Sound at the perfect time. Timing the current. So, well, it's perfect in some ways, but a lot of people like to go through the Race at slack tide so that you don't really hit the big waves. But it's alright. We'll be just dandy. You what? Oh. So yeah, all is good. Just cruising right along. We'll be in Port Washington tonight. Let's go get some words from Kip. Kip, I need some words of wisdom. What do you think of this?
Well, I think I've been here many times. Nothing new.
Kip says nothing new many times. He used to do the Intracoastal all the time on what, a 70-foot?
72 Viking.
72-foot Viking, doing probably double the speed that we're doing right now,
Oh, yeah,
but
we do 20 to 25.
25 knots.
Burning some fuel.
Went 1400.
Did that thing have stabilizers?
No,
No stabilizers?
no real keel into that boat. That was high speed. That was
So we're definitely, the waves are cranking.
It's been wet. We just made a little diversion. We're gonna head towards the inboard shore here and get back into some calmer water rather than going to the Race, because the fridge, me and Kip just had to do a number on the fridge. So right here I've got some bracketry going on, hackery, and then down yonder there's some more.
capability right there. And it's its finest.
Hold on, you gotta,
At its finest.
you can't hear you from over there.
That's your finest woodworking skills there. Gus's butchery. How to
Hey, I
disembowel
got,
the inside of your boat and screw it through it.
but she's screwed in now, so it's good. Woo-wee!
Did you look at your dinghy?
Yeah, the dinghies are hanging on. Well, they were. Let me get a little peek up there. That thing ain't even moving. That jet ski is rock frickin' solid. It's not wet on the flybridge at all. Definitely some rough waters. Yeah, I saw that. So, it's definitely a little choppy out here today. It's pretty cool though. It's like a shakedown run. Cam just went downstairs. He was looking a little bit pale. I'm doing all right. But we are definitely getting a little tossed around. One thing is that there's no big leaks anywhere. Kip said turn the stabilizers off for a sec, see what happens. Look, those things are like maxing themselves out right now. Wow. All right, we'll go up to the flybridge to take a look from the view up there. It is absolutely cranking. The wind is cranking. Oh. I don't think the jet ski or the dinghy's going anywhere. They're pretty solid. So that's a good sign. I'm going back downstairs. It's definitely a little more protected in here. Holy crap, we just took one on the over the fly. So I just made a turn to starboard to come in Watch Hill Passage to seek a little more protection, just so we don't keep thrashing ourselves like this. But I wanted to show you, since now we're taking those big waves pretty much, you know, on the beam, basically on the port side bow, so very beamy. The boat wants to roll a lot, and look at what the stabilizers are doing. Each light is the fin in its position, and they are moving dramatically. They move quick too. Without those, we would be extremely uncomfortable and things would be everywhere. It's insane. So we'll get into this Watch Hill Passage area, and conditions should improve quite a bit. All right, I just lost a wiper, so I'm gonna run out there.
Retrieve it to save himself $15.
Per Kip's request, I need to run out there
Yeah.
and get it. Alright, I'm gonna go back up to the fly. It is friggin' rough out here today. Oh, you know what? It is moving. That strap needs to get tightened immediately. Woo! Yeah, so it's pretty freaking rough out there. That wiper fell apart. I've got to fix that. But I just want to get this thing back to freaking. I want to get to Port Washington tonight. Hopefully it keeps. I mean, it's narrowing and narrowing. It should only get calmer and calmer. But it's rough in here today. Alright, so we've got a little problem here. It's really rough out in the Long Island Sound. Like, extraordinarily rough. And the high water alarm was going off for the forward. The front hatch was leaking down through the anchor locker. Oh, all the water's probably coming right through the anchor locker. I mean, you can see it, the bed's freaking soaked. And filling the bilge compartment. So I need to get this pump primed up, because it doesn't want to catch its prime for some reason, unfortunately. Alright, well that was pretty easy. Got it all sucked out. It's looking good. Alright, I got that forward bilge, wow, look at this. I got that forward bilge all pumped out, and it's looking good. This is terrible. I did not think these. I don't even know how the waves in here are this big. It's insane. It's literally insane. But we're pretty deep in the Long Island Sound at this point. Well, we're not deep in it, but we're getting into it. And the problem is that all the wind is getting blown up the sound. But my whole crew is asleep.
Oh no, I'm not asleep.
Oh.
I'm listening to you deep in Long Island Sound.
Kip's awake now.
Spitting of your name.
Yeah.
How'd you fix that thing?
Cam is asleep back there.
He's asleep. He's been working, been up on.
I just poured a bunch of water down the hose and blew through it, and it went, and it was ready to suck
Yeah,
again.
probably just needs a rebuild kit.
Yeah. Alrighty. So right now the sun's going down. Kip's on the helm. What do you think about our day at sea, Kip?
Lovely, Gus. Spectacular.
It's been pretty rough out here, to be honest.
Perfect way to abuse your boat.
It's definitely boat abuse, but she's taking it. We actually picked up the speed. We're at 1600 RPM right now. I know the flow scans say some outrageous fuel consumption number, but that is very incorrect. Something's wrong there. But we're at 1600 RPM. We're doing about 10.5 to 11 knots. And go up on the fly real quick. It's still rough. It's rough. The VHF door is banging up there. I should just put a piece of tape on that thing.
Fix the latch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go tape that.
Fix the latch. Fix the latch and fix the latch.
But the forward situation's under control. The water was coming from some sort of sea spray. Pump's all primed up now. And yeah, we're going to Port Washington tonight. If my ETA is correct, we should be in there by 11 p.m. which makes for the ability to get a good night's sleep tonight. Much needed. And some calm waters. We need to just sit down. It'll be nice. Alright, let's go to the fly bridge. Noggin out the door over here, and it is fierce. It is fiercely windy outside right now. According to our window meter, we have 40 knots on the beam, and you can actually see over here the stabilizers are almost fully opposing each other, trying to keep the boat from listing. And when I just for shits, shut this off, put them in center, and we like flipped over sideways. Didn't we, Cam?
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. This wind is no joke, man.
Let's go hit the fly real quick and give a little. I'll turn the light on. Let's go up to the fly. Jesus.
's gonna come over.
Dude, it's reckless out there right now. It's reckless out there.
I knew the water was gonna come over the top. You are soaking wet.
Wow. Holy crap. It is fierce. The crazy part is that you wouldn't even know it from in here. You could actually see the
Can't see anything out of this one right now.
the wind is reckless. "50 knots of wind, 50 knots of wind on the beam, and we are just cruising in this thing. Holy crap. Those stabilizers are maxed out trying to keep us level. It's probably not any good for them. Dude, what is going on right now? Alright, well, we're coming into Port Washington in a couple hours here. We just need to get through this wind. Wish us luck. Absolutely absolute machine. We're taking it right now. And doing it pretty damn comfortably too. No leaks. Windshield dash dry. That's awesome. Casual 50 knots of wind in the Long Island Sound. It's about 8 p.m. on November 8th, 2024. Wow. I'm ready for a good night's sleep, but we're only a couple hours out, so. All right, major developments. Right as I said no leaks, it turns out we've got a couple major leaks.
What's in this? No bag?
I emptied it, no filter, nothing, it's ready to go. So Chip's taking care of it. It's getting a whole lot better now. Holy crap. I'd say eventful, but the boat is running. What do you think, Cam?
We're getting wet. That's okay. It's not a big deal. The boat's a little... We're finding the small things about this boat that need to get fixed.
Put it in 50 knots on the beam.
I think
See what leaks.
Yeah.
Well, she's old and she's definitely a leaker in her spots. I think she just wants to go to the Bahamas and see fair weather and calm seas.
You know what I will say? None of the glass leaks.
That's amazing.
Unlike the other boat. The other boat, all the glass leaks.
Yeah.
This, none of it leaks.
Wow. Well, thanks to Kip and Cam for cleaning up. And yeah.
Good morning from Port Washington, New York. So we made it to Port Washington. Yesterday was a lot of we got the crap kicked out of us for the first half of the day. We got like a 2-hour break, and then the second half rolled in where we were just getting pounded with wind. Pounded. Today we need to get back offshore because we have weather that is conducive for traveling. So we need to start our traveling. I'm gonna finish my coffee, get up, and get dressed, and we're gonna be on our way. Alrighty, so right now we are getting ready to leave Port Washington. We are gonna go down the East River.
These things fire right up. What are we doing, Kip?
Fixing the spring that holds it in.
Little light repair?
Yeah, no light repair.
I think me and Cam will probably go up to the fly
For the East River. What do you think?
There's a good chance. It's not cold out.
No, little jacket action. Go up there and see what's going on.